So democracy is supposed to have some connection between the will of the people and what is actually done. But how can we do that when in a world of propaganda, misinformation, one-sided advocacy, and in a world where most citizens most of the time are not paying attention to the details of public policy, because if I have only one vote in millions, why should I pay attention to these complex issues when I have other things to do? Some people become very involved, but they're not representative of the rest of the population. So how can we get the will of the people and make it consequential for the decisions that really affect people's lives? Well, we have a method called deliberative polling, where we take a good random sample of the population and we bring it together to think, to talk to each other under the best conditions we can create, the best balanced information, access to competing experts, an opportunity to really discuss with each other, listen to each other, and come to an informed judgment, which we collect in confidential questionnaires at the end. We often do this as a controlled experiment. So it's a scientific process, but it's an example of a certain kind of democracy, which I call deliberative democracy. Democracy when the people are thinking. And we have gathered these microcosms of the public all over the world in 30 countries in every inhabited continent, 110 cases. And very often they have big policy impact because the people who are making policy realize, aha, this is not only what the people want on some contested choice, but this is why they want it. And this makes a lot of sense, and it's something that can be done. So we have brought wind power to Texas. We have helped desegregate the Roma-only schools in Bulgaria. We helped Japan deal with the question of pension reform, and also what to do after the big crisis of the Fukushima disaster. We have, this is required by law in Mongolia, of all places, where it's the law in deliberative polling requires that before the parliament can change the constitution, they have to use deliberative polling to consult the people, and they did. And what the people decided made sense, and the parliament changed the constitution accordingly. So this is an important, these are all notable examples, and there are many others. Now, this project in Chile is very ambitious, but it builds on all the experience we have in the other 110 cases, many of which have been conducted online rather than face-to-face. Face-to-face, we have to bring the people together, pay for their transportation and hotels and food and the rest. Online is much more cost-effective, but we have found that online, with the right technology, people see each other, they listen to each other, they understand each other, and they learn from each other, and they come to an informed judgment. So we think this project in Chile, which will be about pension reform, healthcare reform, and some aspects of the Constitution, are all questions of fundamental importance, all questions that have been dealt with in other deliberative polls, and we will be gathering, or the distinguished team that's working on this for Tribu and also the University of Chile, and with the cooperation of the Senate and important media partners, this extraordinary team that has been put together will put all of Chile in one room, one virtual room, where it can think together over an extended period of time and come to some judgments, which I hope will improve policy. And one thing I have learned in all of these projects around the world is that when you consult the people under conditions where they can get the information and listen to each other in a mutually respectful and civil manner, they are very smart and they're well worth listening to. And I have no doubt that will be the case here. Thank you.